that's you can't do anything about that. We're a small right field. We're the ones that are run to do that.
How much does it hurt you guys as a team to kind of hear him take responsibility for the loss?
Well, yeah, it hurts me for sure. I'm sure it hurts other guys as well because he'd be out there playing if he could, trying to make a difference. But obviously he's on the sideline trying to make a difference, and it's really all he has to do.
What folds did they throw in from what folds did their defense throw in that made it kind of tougher on you guys tonight?
Yeah, they played a little different stuff on certain downs we weren't expecting, but we adjusted. We just didn't execute well. We should have made some plays. Obviously, there's some plays there for us to make. And, whether that was us being legit or what making the play.
How tough is it in this offense when you struggle a little bit early and don't get anything going? I mean, does that affect things going forward?
Yeah, you always try to come out, firing early. I mean, that's a main focus for us. And getting the first down, we just really didn't get into a rhythm of things. We started to, and then I ended up throwing that pick on that one drive. That was an amateur decision on my part. It was terrible. But we just got to get into a roll. And when we get into a roll, we're hard to stop, and we just get into the next guy.
So you had a hard time getting the ball over to Jamon Moore. He's probably one of the better receivers in the system. How hard is it to get the offense going when you don't have a security blanket option to kind of go to most of the time?
Yeah, I mean, Jamon is obviously a very good play for us, like you said. But we have a ton of guys that can make plays for us. And, whether or not it was not being able to get Jamon the ball, it's really in my mind and in all of our offensive minds, we just didn't start off well. We didn't get the first down like we always preach about. Tonight when we got the first down, we ended up driving the ball fairly well. We just gotta finish out drives. And, I say it a lot, but we just gotta execute it. There's little things that we could have made difference.
Drew, when you guys lost to Georgia, obviously played well in the first half, and it was very encouraging. Is it tough to find the silver lining or positive from this?
Yeah, obviously a loss like that isn't ever a there's not much positive to take away from it in a loss. You never want to look at it as like a feel good loss. You kind of were there, we kind of weren't. You never want to look at it like that. But as far as our standpoint goes from this, we just gotta watch it. We gotta learn from it, and we can't make the same mistakes. Throughout the year, we got a lot of games left, a lot of time to prove ourselves. That's the main point for us.
Are you glad to have a bye week after something like this? Would you rather be playing?
Yeah, it's kind of a half and half feeling. You want to be able to correct the things that you did wrong in this game, because a lot of things that we did wrong this game would affect us in the long run if we don't change. And I'm positive we're going to change. We're going to do a great job of that. This bye week's going to help us out a lot. I'm going to fix some things up with me and make some differences for us in the long run.
On the receiving touchdown for you, that was your first receiving touchdown since?
Never. That was my first one ever.
Did you guys try that in West Virginia week 1 or something like that?
I don't believe so. No.
That was obviously one you've been working on for a while. Why was it important at that point? 42-0, 42-7. Is that a big difference for you guys?
Well, for us, we were just playing to the end. That was a play we could have ran earlier in the game. Whether or not the right time was called for it or whatnot, but we were just playing to the end, using all of our stuff that we had in our boat.
How much better was LSU's defense and maybe any new players?
Yeah, no, I'll give LSU's defense obviously a lot of credit there. Those guys fly around, they make plays, they hit hard, they play well, they play fast, and we just give credit to them.
You obviously faced a little bit more pressure than you have in the past few games. How did that affect you going forward to the game?
I was a little antsy at the beginning. I got to stick in there and realize what I'm playing for, and I'm playing for the team, and just man up a little bit. I think I was, like I mentioned, a little antsy, and going back on that'd be the one thing I would change off that first quarter, maybe even in the second quarter. But second half, I made it a mindset to kind of stick in there and win some plays.
Some of the mistakes just on both sides of the balls were both for you guys. Do you feel like the team was a little bit tight coming into this game? Homecoming for LSU, Death Valley, and everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of aspects that come into a game every week, and we wanted this one really bad, and might have just overran for it right at the beginning, kind of bit us in the butt right at the beginning. I gotta learn how to settle into a game quicker, and that's a main point that me and Hyper talked about before. Because, like I mentioned in an interview before, you make your first shot in a basketball game, you're not gonna miss. At least with my mindset, couldn't get a first down. And first couple drives that we had, that kind of slowed us down. And sooner or later, the end of the first quarter's here, and they're snapping the ball with 7 to 6 seconds every time. Just trying to take the ball out of our hands.
What went into the decision? You said it was an amateur decision with that pick.
So I felt a little pressure backside instead of maybe taking one more step and put my back foot in the ground and making a play and taking a shot. I threw it off my back foot and kind of threw it to a spot instead of he threw it to a spot that we practiced all week and whatnot. I should have just stuck my back foot in the ground and took a shot for us, regardless of the situation. That's probably the upsetting part for me.
Who was supposed to get a shot?
It looked like LSU was strong in coverage. Did it seem like you were having more trouble finding guys open than you might have in other games?
They did a good job covering us. That was the best job that any team has done covering us, but at the same time, there's a lot of plays there for us to make, and that's obviously the frustrating part. You wish you could go back and make things happen, but that's just the game of football. We should execute better.
What needs to happen starting tomorrow to bounce back in a couple of weeks against Florida?
Well, for one, we got to put some of this behind us. You can't just put the whole thing behind you because then you won't learn from it. But you gotta take piece by piece the things that you can get better at personally, and once you do that, it'll end up showing full team wise.
Is that hard to do because we've seen teams that have a loss like this and it just drags them down for the rest of the year?
No, yeah, it's hard to do, but that's not our team. That's not the Missouri Tigers. We've obviously faced a lot of adversity in the past couple of years, or last year, and then these 2 games this year. But that's not us. We're not going to let that happen.
Does the bye week make it easier or harder to move past this one? Because you have to sit on it for 2 weeks. You also get a chance to unplug from football a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's how you go about it. Because, like you said, you get to sit on it. You can let it dwell on you. You can let it, hang over your head for 2 weeks and let doubts creep in, or you can, learn from it, come out and practice this week, make things better. You can't sit and be sorry for yourself because no one in this conference, no one in Division I football is going to feel sorry for you.
Last one for Drew.
I wanted to ask you about. I know this isn't the setting that you would have preferred it in, but to catch a touchdown pass from Eric Lorentz. I mean, is that kind of in hindsight, or maybe sometime this week, will that be kind of a nice moment to look back on, even though it came in the middle of a bad game?
Yeah, no, I'm sure we'll laugh about it eventually, but it was real bittersweet at the same time because we wanted to have a lot more end zone appearances. We didn't get that done, but I mean it's kind of cool. But in the long scheme of things, it won't matter.
How important was it to get those points though, and not get a shutout? Heupel's never had an offense shutout, and I know you haven't either. You didn't shut out last year. You guys never got shut out last year. Or was there some pride at stake there?
No, there was definitely some pride. We held on to the game as long as we could, and then once it was 4 minutes left, we're down by that much, and the sense of pride comes into where you gotta fight for yourself, you gotta fight for this team, and give a little respect to our name, and that was probably the most disappointing part is that we're fighting for pride instead of a game.